day, y'all. I'm teasing day. Teasing day, y'all. With Chris James. With Chris James.
April 1st, 2021. Today, to break your snooze, we've obtained actual footage of the naval UFOs Joe Rogan keeps talking about. Producer, roll that beautiful bean footage.
¡No mames!
Two dead after gender reveal plane crashes. Multiple reports of a gender reveal gone wrong in Mexico. The plane pulled a banner behind it which read, "It's a girl," before splashing into the ocean, killing both pilots in what Mexicans refer to as the circle of life. Speculations purported the pilot was actually the father who was hoping for a son. I've heard of men harboring resentment over having a daughter, but Pearl harboring resentment? Video from Newsflash shows the moment the plane plunged into the Mexican Ocean, prompting many to say, "God damn, did that plane just fly back to Atlantis? Is that how the Mayans disappeared?" Whoa, Waterworld. How do you make Mexican seafood?
¡No mames!
Huh. This is just one of many in a senseless line of tragedies resulting from the anti-trans trend of gender reveal parties. Which leads us to our first game. Let's play Domestic Terror Attack or Gender Reveal Party. Play along at home. I'll show you an image of a mangled corpse, and you have to guess if it was domestic terrorism or a gender reveal party. Sorry, hold on. YouTube's calling me. Hello. Yeah, we're right in the middle of a thing. We're about to play a game. Gender reveal. Domestic terrorism or We can't play domestic terrorism or gender reveal party on YouTube. Okay, honey. I know you wanted to wait until the birth, but I got us a surprise. Look over there. Over where? What the heck is that? I got us our very own gender reveal suicide bomber. Gender reveal what? Congratulations, infidel. It's Allahu Akbar. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're having a boy. I love you, honey. We now return to Breaking Snooze. Not all crashing planes and exploding devices. Gender also continues to be a contentious issue in American government. Conflicting studies have been unclear as to the safety and efficacy of hormone treatment on trans youth health outcomes. But one thing that I'm definitely sure helps trans people in society is blasting a spotlight on them at all times. I'm sure the last thing they want is to just feel normal and accepted. So, Biden became the first president to publicly recognize Transgender Day of Visibility yesterday. To celebrate the occasion, Biden demonstrated his own pro-trans attitude by standing behind his nominated first ever transsexual assistant health secretary, Rachel Levine, and sniffing her. Don't get me wrong, I love my trans friends, and I celebrate them. And I think there should be awareness spread for any injustices they face or anyone else faces to ensure their civil liberties. I just wonder if we're not spending maybe a disproportionate amount of attention on one issue as a way of ignoring other, perhaps more prescient issues. For example, this tweet from Beirut bureau chief at the New York Times, Ben Hubbard. New York Times is reporting that continued war and reduced aid due to the coronavirus pandemic has caused a rise in famine and hunger-related illness and death in Yemen, particularly among children. What gender do you think this kid identifies as? 'Cause it ain't trans fat. In other news, Hunter Biden is releasing a memoir called Beautiful Things. You know, people say dogs are like children, and I agree, because one time my dog smoked crack and filmed himself having sex with the feet of a blurry-faced whore. USA Today reporting on the president's son, Hunter Biden, whose new memoir details his crack addiction, which is apparently far more interesting than his potentially being compromised by hostile foreign business interests. USA Today says, yeah, he talks about his Ukrainian energy company dealings, but more compelling is his crack addiction. Did we mention he was addicted to crack? The memoir is titled Beautiful Things, after the success of his penis video. For those that don't remember, during the 2020 presidential campaign, a video surfaced in which Hunter Biden smokes crack while providing commentary on a prostitute who is stimulating his pretty impressive penis with her feet. In the background of the video, you can hear them watching that show Ridiculousness, where Rob Dyrdek comments on crazy videos. Which is ironic because I've never seen a crazier video than the president's son smoking crack rock and paying for a foot job. Do people say crack rock like that? Crack rock sounds like an island that black people discovered in the 1980s, but it was already inhabited by the CIA. Journalist and outspoken critic of Antifa, Mr. Andy No, tweeted this quote from thesun.uk. At the time Joe Biden was announcing his run for the presidency, his son Hunter was a crack addict who found himself at the end of a gun while trying to buy the drug in a homeless camp. Actually, this quote combined with the hooker video kind of makes me feel like Hunter Biden could have a decent shot at president in 2024 if he runs as a Republican. Speaking of Republicans, Republican politician Matt Gaetz has been accused of having a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl. When fellow Republicans found out about the accusation, they said, "I'm just shocked that it wasn't a 17-year-old boy." Ohio Representative Jim Jordan said, "I believe Matt Gaetz," to which Matt replied, "God damn it, Jim." Representative Jordan was previously accused of covering up sexual abuse as a university coach, so he's basically an expert. Toilet paper shortage season is back, baby! Business Insider is reporting that an incident this week in which a ship ran aground and blocked the Suez Canal may lead to another toilet paper shortage in the United States, as well as shortages on other staples such as coffee. Which may not be that big of a problem because honestly, most days I don't even have to poo until I've drank my coffee. Ironically, America's only solution to the toilet paper shortage caused by the blocked canal may be constipation. Whew. One of the problems with smoking so much weed and trying to do this is you get wicked cotton mouth. I think we got it.
Tease day off.
Flying, flying over you. Tease today, April 1st. April 1st, 1952. The Big Bang Theory of the origins of the universe was first proposed in the journal Physical Review by Alfred Beatty and Gamow. Now, I'm not trying to be like a science denier here, but those names sound made up. And for those too young to remember, Physical Review was the sexy librarian section of Playboy magazine and science journal. They had to combine a lot of things back then, like when you would go to the barber to get your tonsils removed. That's why they called it the Big Bang Theory. Porn was the only way they could get people interested in physics in the 1950s, because they didn't have public speakers as compelling as Neil deGrasse Tyson. April 1st, 1976. A couple of Steves found an apple in their parents' garage and turned it into a computer. And that computer evolved through natural selection to become the very cell phone you're addicted to today. Of course, I'm talking about Steve Jobs and Steve Urkel. April 1st, 2001. The Netherlands becomes the first country in the world to make same-sex marriage legal. 2001? It was literally not legal to be gay on Earth through the entire 1900s. Thank God we've progressed so far in the last 20 years. Nowadays, it's almost illegal not to be gay. I hope America becomes the first country to make gay marriage mandatory. I want to be able to walk into the Department of Economic Security and get a husband. I want to be required to do that. Like, remember all those seatbelt commercials they used to play on TV? Buckle up, it's the law. Click it or ticket. I want to see, like, two ladies putting vagina-shaped rings on each other's fingers, and it's like, knuckle up, it's the law. Lick it or ticket, ladies. Or a couple of fellas, butthole up, it's the law. Dick it or ticket, boys. April 1st, 1970. This is a fun one. John Lennon and Yoko Ono release a hoax that they are having dual sex change operations. I know some of you who are woke as fuck and worship John Lennon just spit the cock out of your mouth in disbelief when you heard that, but it's true. In 2021, this would just be real and wouldn't be a hoax, and it would win them the Presidential Medal of Freedom. April 1st, 1992. Rocker Billy Idol is fined $2,000 for hitting a woman, back when rock still rocked. In 2021, you could charge $2,000 a ticket to watch Billy Idol fist fight a woman. April 1st celebrity birthdays include famous boxer Logan Paul, famous juice box Vitor Belfort, and famous squinting pile of poo Rachel Maddow.
Teasing day off.
The Pot Roast. April 1st. Terrorists in the White House. I should shut the door. Terrorists in the White House. White House runs red with blood and brown with poo. We're roasting Joe Biden's dogs. Jill and Joe Biden are bad dog owners. Their adopted dog, Major, has been involved in 2 biting incidents that the White House has downplayed. And now one of them shit in the hallway. I remember a time when that was considered insurrection. Joe Biden's dogs have harmed more Secret Service agents than the Capitol rioters. And honestly, Joe and Jill Biden look exactly like the kind of people who would be shouting, "He's friendly!" as their dog is mauling someone. They probably blame the victim after. Some people don't believe a dog can be an asshole, but those people are usually assholes. Joe Biden is one of those assholes. Luckily, Jill Biden is a doctor, so she was able to wrap her PhD in education around the dog bite victims' wounds until a real doctor could show up. Joe and Jill Biden look like they buy their dog food from a private chef. They're the type of rich white people who treat their dogs better than they treat their kids. And I'll stand by that statement until Major Biden develops a heroin addiction and overdoses in his doggy dish. Jill Biden looks like she puts wine mom and dog mom in her social media bios, but hasn't spoken to her actual children in like 25 years.
I'm going through withdrawals. I've been smoking crack like way too much. I should call my dad and hit him up for money. I look around and Ukraine is cold and empty. Don't know shit about energy. Just that I have none when cracks go on. I said, ooh, I'm biting by the pipe. No, I can't sleep till your feet touch my nuts. And I said, ooh, I banged my brother's wife. I'm the one that daddy is proud of. Hey, hey, hey.